Towards the end of the Goodluck Jonathan administration, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala told us that Nigeria is not broke. We're only having cash flow problems. Now, that was a very, very deep statement. And I think it was also a statement to signal that the country, despite all the money that was swirling around the economy, the country was in dire straits. And since then, especially with the advent of the Muhammadu Buhari and Yemi Osinbajo administration, the debate has commenced. Is it really about cutting the flow of money in the economy, especially the flow of money that was fueled by impunity, not just corruption, impunity? Is that what will give us a better future? Is it a focus on corruption and dealing with the lack of accountability, improving transparency? Is that what we need? Or do we really need to rebuild the economy? So for a while, the APC 3-point agenda that talked about the economy, talked about security, and dealing with corruption, it seemed to have touched on the real issues. However, going into the 2019 elections, many believe that the government has dealt with impunity, but has not dealt with corruption. So there's at least a big plus there, but the corruption issue is still on the table. That the government has fought many battles, won many battles against the insurgents in the Northeast, but they haven't won the war against the insurgents. That they have done a lot in the area of agriculture and in providing funds for traders and also conditional cash transfers to some of the poorest families in the country. But the economy is still not repaired. Their argument has been there's been 16 years of very desperate destruction by the PDP, while others say you knew that there was this destruction before you made all the promises that you will repair the economy, that you will end corruption, that you will end the insurgency. So what are the issues in this particular election? The parties that have come forward, particularly the PDP, are saying that what is most important is that we should get our economy working again. But for many people, it seems to sound like we will get it going at all costs. We will not particularly focus on the values and building a clean environment. The first thing we have to just do is make sure people get money, that money is in the hands of people again. In other words, the ends will justify the means. The incumbent party is still talking about building out from where they started, more anti-corruption work, getting societal values properly in place, and that on that they will be able to build growth. Then there is the third group, the new crop of leaders who are running for president, especially from the younger generation, talking more about inclusion and participation of the ordinary citizen. Well, what is the critical issue for Nigeria? Question is, can you do one without the other? Can you have a Nigeria that has its economy growing and yet the people are corrupt? Is that possible? Can you have, on the other hand, a clean Nigeria where everybody is doing things that are transparent and accountable, but there's no innovation, there's no growth in the economy? Or do you talk about a Nigeria where everybody has a say and yet the economy is not growing and corruption continues? The issue is it cannot be either or. Nigeria deserves the best. We deserve to have a clean society, a good society, an inclusive society, and a society that provides for all the citizens. We need growth. We need inclusion. We need innovation. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to be finding which candidate of all of those who are putting themselves forward is able to best take us with the fullness of vision. Do not vote, please do not vote in a one agenda or an organization that is only capable of delivering on one agenda item. We should choose a candidate whose party is able to deliver on the broader agenda of what Nigeria needs for its growth. Thank you.